Bro, are you ready?
Well, he's going to get a third term. So Trump 28, Trump is going to be president in 28, and people just ought to get accommodated with that.
So what about the 22nd Amendment?
Well, he's going to get a third term. So Trump 28, Trump is going to be president in 28, and people just ought to get accommodated with that.
So what about the 22nd Amendment?
What?
There's many different alternatives. At the appropriate time, we'll lay out what the plan is, but there's a plan, and President Trump will be the president in 28. We had longer odds in 16 and longer odds in 24 than we got in 28. And President Trump will be the president of the United States, and the country needs him to be president of the United States. We have to finish what we started. And the way we finish it through Trump. Trump is
amendment?
a vehicle. I know this will drive you guys crazy, but he's a vehicle of divine providence. He's an instrument. He's very...
Oh, fuck. We going all the way with this, huh? Real quick.
Trump is a vehicle. I know this will drive you guys crazy, but he's a vehicle of divine providence. He's an instrument.
A vehicle of divine providence. Wow. Okay.
He's very imperfect. He's not churchy, not particularly religious.
No, he's
but he's
not.
an instrument of divine will, and you can tell this of how he's pulled this off. We need him for at least one more term, right? And he'll
at least, bro. At least. Oh,
get that in 28.
You're not driving me crazy. I'm really I'm trying to understand the coherence of the things you've just told me in the last few minutes. On the one hand, you've said the Constitution is fit for purpose. Secondly, you've said that President Trump needs another term, even though the 22nd Amendment makes pretty clear that he cannot have another term.
Why does it make that clear?
Because he's on his second term already.
At some point in time...
Yeah, but is it really the second term? Because I'm not counting that way. I'm counting it. It's the first part. This is the second part of his first term. Yeah. Well, what does term really mean, right? I mean, so yeah, it's the second part of his first term. So it's his first act. Yeah.
We will make sure we go through, Zanny, and define all those terms.
Yeah.
But even if you find...
We're gonna change what the words mean. How are you going to do it? We're gonna just change what the words mean, bro. Like, problem solved.
The way to undermine you will be undermining the spirit of that amendment, even if you find some way around it. And to those
Can the American people, if the American people, with the mechanisms we have, put Trump back in office, are the American people tearing up the Constitution? Would that be tearing up? Would the American people be going against the spirit of the Constitution, ma'am?
I think yes, actually, because I think
By the way, based answer from her, because he's trying to make this argument, that's an optics answer that it sounds good, but yeah, obviously they would be doing that. Yes, obviously, yes.
End up with is a populist justification for a quasi-dictatorship.
That's not true at all. Trump
That's what it sounds like.
It's not. Trump is a dictatorship. Did you just see the compromises he had to make on the big, beautiful bill? You see the compromises he has to do on everything?
Well, it's not a dictatorship if you can keep electing the same guy over and over. It's a dictatorship if you, a dictator is somebody that you can't get rid of. If you have the same guy running over and over and winning again and again and again, that's not a dictatorship. In the same way that a lot of people that are in the Senate, technically it's just not true. That's not the word you should use. You could say you want term limits for 50 other reasons, but to avoid a dictatorship is just not a good argument. That's all I'm saying. It's Russia? Well, Russia's different. Russia's totally different. Is Nancy Pelosi a dictator? She's been in Congress for how many fucking years? Look at all the people that have been in Congress for over 8 years. No, they're not dictators. They're just winning. They're running for election again and again and again, and they keep winning. It's not that crazy to say. And I'm not even defending this. Don't take this as me defending this, but it's just not the right word to use, guys. It's just not.
on accommodating Zelensky, on what President Trump is nothing but a series of negotiations to kind of keep this thing rolling forward, where he's having trade-offs all the time.
Steve, you've just spent the last 20 minutes telling me we have to smash the other side. There's no room for debate. There's no room for compromise. We must smash them. And now you're telling me this is a negotiation. I mean, that's
no.
I guess that's why
it's a negotiation because you can't smash them. When you can smash them, there are no more negotiations. Steve can't say that, but that's the way it is.
On his policy, first off, the only way President Trump wins in 2028 and continues to stay in office, is by the will of the American people. Okay, and the will of the American people is what the Constitution embodies, and so I think we're going to be in good hands there. We need to finish what we started, and President Trump is the instrument. A providential instrument to finish this job.
He is the divine providential instrument in order to deliver America. All right. Well, like those God Emperor memes are pretty. I mean, I didn't expect this shit. Like for him to just go and say this. Will Trump announce run for a third term? Oh. Oh shit. Oh God, boys. And they got there's $100,000 on this. He's just trolling, announce or run. I mean, a 5% chance. Did this pop up because of the economic Steve Bannon interview? Yeah, I guess so. Jokes will not suffice. A joke may be difficult to distinguish here. Yes, I like Civil War vibes. Oh my God, this is not a troll? I don't know. I mean, it put the money in there, right? Some already said he's in his third term. Well, you could say that too, right? You know how this will go down? Trump is going to stage a war and make things so dire that we must elect him. Maybe, right? There could be that too. Yeah, I don't know yet. If everyone agrees they can veto the Constitution for the citizens of America, yeah, you need like 60, 70% though in order to make that happen. So yeah, this is a lot. Let's see, President, 2028. Let me see if I can find this one. And who's gonna win? Like what presidential election? Presidential election winner 2028. So Donald Trump is gaining. He's actually gaining power. He is at 4.2%. Vance is number one. I mean, obviously Vance is number one. But, this is crazy. So is he going to run Obama for a third term? No, that would be unconstitutional. You can't run for a third term. But if Donald Trump does it, it's different. Because, again, if you listen to what Steve said, you remember that divine providence thing? Yeah, you don't forget about that, okay? Yeah, that would be, bro, you can't let them do that. That's cheating. Yeah, come on, guys. Like, what's wrong with you? Yeah, Trump will be VP to Vance. They already have that spelled out. You can't do that, okay? Yeah, it should be JD Vance. It should be Trump behind the scenes. I would prefer that, too, if you want me to be honest. I do not want Trump to... So Trump has a better chance of winning the presidency than The Rock. He has a better chance than Pete Buttigieg. He has a better chance than Josh Shapiro. He has a better chance than Kamala Harris. Tucker Carlson has a better chance than J.B. Pritzker. This is, dude, wow. There you go. Rubio 3% is tempting. Yeah, I think Rubio at 3% should be definitely higher. But, I guess we'll find out. Trump's the new FDR. You quit farming? No, I'm just saying. I do think that there is a good chance that Trump runs again. I do think so. I know that people might not want to hear that. People might want to get mad. But I do think that it's legitimately a possibility. I don't think it will happen, but I think there's a probability of it happening. So, yeah, that's my perspective.